Yeah, working on this TRI-Z here. Just kind of at a standstill right now. I've been digging through all my parts, and I have everything I need to put this thing together, except for one thing. It's missing my idler gear for my kicker. Hey, look at all this rust in here, surface rust. I'll have to run some oil through it and then run it for a bit and drain it again. Should clean all that off of there. Once it starts getting, a couple heat cycles in there, it should clean up pretty good. I cleaned it as best I could. I soaked it with some rust inhibitor. Well, it's not an inhibitor. It's I sprayed it with apple cider vinegar, and then I hit it with some CB rust penetrant and WD-40. Yeah, I got most of it. It was kind of scaled up, but I got most of it off. But what I'm going to do here is I got my 86 TRI-Z motor up on the bench. This thing's crusty, dusty. Look at the cobwebs down in there. I haven't pulled this thing apart yet. I got this from a barn find. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it all apart anyway, because I'm going to redo the whole thing. But I'm going to pull the clutch cover off of it and steal the idler gear out of here until I get around to working on this thing. So we'll go ahead and take this thing apart and see what awaits us. I'm kind of curious to see what top end's in here. See if it's all stock or if they did, some kind of bore kit on it. Yeah, got the side cover off this thing, pulled the clutch out. Actually had oil in it still, so it's not too bad. It's like old tranny fluid or something. It's real dark though. Might be old gear lube, I'm not sure. It doesn't smell like gear lube, but it's hard to say with people putting these things. Look at this clutch basket. Oh shit. Look at this clutch basket. They was riding this thing hardcore. Look at the grooves in it. This thing's been through war. That thing's grooved pretty severely. I mean, I could file it down. It's not a big deal. I got a couple other baskets that are also grooved, so I mean, that thing's really grooved. Yeah, that's like, man, that's probably one of the worst ones I've seen lately. When they get real grooved like that, the clutches won't release. It's hard to, it's hard for them to slide in there or release the pressure of springs. But I took the idler gear out of this motor, and I got to steal this washer right here as well. I'll just take them for now. But yeah, I got the other clutch basket in this one. Just getting ready to put the water pump shaft. Looks like he has a brand new gear on this one. Brand new gear, got a zip tied on it so it don't fall off. But the pillar looks pretty good. It's tight on the shaft. I have a brand new water pump seal that I've been hoarding. So I'll go ahead and probably install that while I have it out. I'll inspect the other seal. It might be good, but yeah, I'll see. But yeah, this has a different set of clutches in it with different springs, I believe. I could be wrong. I think the blue springs were Barnett or something rather, but I could be wrong. They seemed a little bit stiffer. I squeezed these ones compared to the ones out of the 86. They felt like they had a little bit more pressure to them. But yeah, I got a bunch of shit going on. I just got this in my extra box. I can't believe I didn't have an idler gear for this. I had like 4 bottom ends recently. I think I sold them all with the idler gears on them, which sucks. I usually pull everything off. But yeah, got the new piston ready to go in here soon. Just slides right up in there. Nice tight fit. This thing needs a full engine restoration, that's for sure. Here's one way you can tell you have an 86 motor. I had to actually scrape this off. This is pretty cool though. Check this out. It has 1RX. I don't know if you can see. Come on, focus, you stupid damn thing. Okay, you see the 1RX. That indicates 6-speed 86. Now look at this. This is the 179th trike. It was made in 86. This is number 179 off the assembly line. As far as I'm pretty sure that's how that works. But that's pretty cool. That's a low number. I'm not sure how many 86 TRI-Zs were made, but I don't think the numbers were as high as the 85 and 85. And this would be an 85 and a half. You can see on the case here, 5,488, and all the 5-speed motors start with a 38W in the front here. You can't really see it on here. This thing won't ever focus. But anyway, it has a 38W. That's how you can tell if you have a 5-speed motor. That's why, if I ever hear of any kind of barn find rumors or somebody says they're selling 86, that's the first thing I check is the case code, and I always go through the gears. You never know. People can swap these parts out. The 6-speed tranny will fit in the 5-speed bottom end, or the, you know, all the cases are the same. The gear sets will swap around. So, and check this out. Got the original service manual. It was brand new when I had it. Got off the original one. I got this manual. I bought an 85 TRI-Z barn find, come with the original helmet, and this manual was still unopened. So I got grease all over it, but I use it. So, oh, the 84's just sitting there. I had it out in the snow. It was fun. Yeah. Oh, check this out too. I probably told you guys about this. If you ever have any rusty parts, get yourself some of this stuff. Apple cider vinegar. Get the food grade vinegar. Walmart, it's like $4 a gallon. Get yourself a container. Put all your rusty parts. Look at all that rust come off here. That's pretty strong, stinks, but I have a crankshaft in here. Had some surface rust on it. Oh, look how clean it is. You can see where the rust was. Alright, check this out. See where the rust is right here? Watch this. Look at that. You can wipe it right off. Comes right off. I don't know if you can see that. Where's my rag? Where's my rag? We'll see how clean it came out. Yeah, all you gotta do is soak it, then rinse it off with like a baking soda and water to neutralize the acid in the vinegar, and then you always gotta lube it back up. Look at that. Now that part right here was covered in rust. You can see the rust on there. Look how clean that takes that stuff. For people who says it don't work, there you go. This works great for in your gas tanks if you got rust in your tanks. Damn it, I can't get the stuff back in there now. Now it's gonna stink in here. Anyway, let me pull it out of here. Yeah, and I've used this stuff multiple times. It's already, I don't know how many times I used it, probably 30 times already. I'll probably throw it out here soon. Yeah, I mean, look at the rust. You can see where the rust was right here. Check this out. Gone. Wipes right off. It's like brand new. Hell, this rod, even the rod had some surface rust on the end of it, you can see. Wipes right off. Look at that. Brand new. This stuff's awesome. I mean, you can really see it on the backside where the rust was. Look at this. Dang it. Look at that, wiped right off. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Got this bottom end side cover on, all the gaskets in, and got everything cleaned up in there. Stole a bunch of parts off my 86. Washers and idler gear, and I just rebuilt the water pump, put a brand new seal on it. The guy had a brand new water pump shaft gear, put all that, clips and all that fun stuff. Got stainless steel bolt kit in. So, dropping everything. It's getting ready to put the Wiseco in it. Now whenever you guys put rings on these pistons, make sure those little numbers on the rings are facing up. If it'll focus, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Anyhow, those little tiny numbers on the rings, they always have to be facing up. Make sure you line your ring grooves up with the pins. But I like to put a clip in, and then one side, obviously that's usually what most people do. But pre-lube your needle bearing for your small end. And then I like to put a little bit of two-stroke on the rings and then rub them in. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing put in now. Thanks for riding the 70 for the first time in the snow. Fun? Getting about 4 inches tonight. This is awesome packing snow here. See if you do some donuts on it. Do a donut. Do a donut.
No.
Ah, it'll be fine. Just spin right here.
I want to flip it.
He won't flip it. Man, this camera sucks. Can't even see. Somebody's having fun.